United Airlines tackling one of the biggest problems that has plagued the industry for decades, lost luggage. LeBeau joins us right now with the CEO, Scott Kirby. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Becky. Let's bring in Scott Kirby joining us from United's hub in Houston, Texas. Scott, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to talk about the early baggage system in just a bit because I think it's fascinating what you guys are instituting down there. But I have to ask you right out of the gate, coming off of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend, a very strong one, very clean one for you guys and for the industry overall. How do you feel about where demand sets up for heading into Christmas, New Year's, and into the first quarter?
Yeah. Well, demand was really strong during Thanksgiving. We had our highest revenue day ever on Sunday. It looks strong through the end of the year and really strong into the new year. And you mentioned operationally, you know, both for United and for the industry at large, this was probably the best operational year that we've had that I can remember, at least 20 years. And the credit for that really goes to the changes the FAA made in New York. New York, New Jersey is the busiest air travel market in the world. And historically, we have more flights scheduled than the airport's theoretical capacity. And we got that back down to the theoretical capacity. And that really, if New York runs well, the rest of the country can run well. And that really is the reason that the whole system for the whole industry had the best year we've had in 20 years over Thanksgiving.
All right, let's talk about the early baggage system that you guys are putting into place in Houston. In layman's term, am I correct here? If I get to the airport and I may be, 4 hours, 5 hours before my flight and the plane's not there, if I check my bag, historically, is that when bags get mishandled because they get put aside and not lost, but they're not immediately going to the plane? What's the idea behind the early baggage system you're putting in place in Houston?
Well, that's exactly right. Whether you get there early or you take an overnight flight in from an international market and you're several hours away to your connection, our systems and processes just aren't set up to handle those bags. So just taking it to your next gate and having it wait and get straight on the airplane, we don't even know sometimes where the gate is going to be. And so storing those bags is a really complicated manual process. And, you know, we're losing fewer bags than we've ever lost before, but we're trying to make it even better. And that is one of the areas where it's challenging. And so this is an automated system that'll go into a storage area, and then the system will just kick the bag out, send it to your gate when the time is right, and the system will know where your plane is supposed to be and send it in an automated way. So it should be a big improvement for customers. First airline to have one of these. There's a couple of these systems around the world that airports own for all the airlines, but the first one that I'm aware of that an airline has put into one of its airports.
Can I ask you about another similar problem? I think we've talked about this in the past, and that's the idea that since airlines started charging for bags to be checked, you have all these people who try and bring so much stuff onto the plane. I think it slows down the loading times. There's always more luggage than can possibly fit in the overheads, especially when planes are as full as they have been for the last who knows how long. I haven't gotten on a flight where you see almost any empty seats in forever. What can you do to improve that process? Because, I think it's passengers who are trying to cheap out and get around the fees that are implied on top of it, and it really slows things down.
Well, the great news is the other thing that we're announcing here, or starting here in Houston today, is the first commercial flight for our new A321neo. And at United, every single new airplane, we're buying a lot of new airplanes, comes with a refurbished interior, seatback entertainment, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, but also overhead bins that are large enough that every single customer on the airplane can bring a rollerboard and have room to put it on. And we're not only doing that for the new airplanes, we're retrofitting 100% of the airplanes that we have in our existing fleet to have that. And so the numbers every month, the number
than drop the baggage fees.
Well, we're going to get better airplanes for customers, not just more space for bags, but also the in-flight entertainment, the Bluetooth. I flew on one of them yesterday, and 2/3 of the people on the airplane were watching TV. Mission Impossible seemed to be the most popular as I walked through the airplane, but it really is a great customer experience.
Scott, can you please stop flying out of Terminal C at Newark and coming back in Terminal A?
Amen. It's happened to me twice.
I park at Terminal C, my friend.
P4 to be exact.
And then P4. Then it's planes, trains, and automobiles. And you can't get your luggage. Or if you get your luggage, stop. Why did you? What happened, man? You had a.
go back to the same gate.
It's really about the growth in Newark, and Terminal A is beautiful and it's wonderful. It is a great terminal, but there's limited space at that airport, and so we could either fly less or we could fly out of Terminal A and Terminal C. So we're going to be flying out of A and C. We're doing everything we can to make the customer experience better there. But the airport was set up a long time ago, and particularly the fact that you don't have. It's harder actually for our connecting customers where you don't have a train inside security, and we have to use buses for that. But we are growing in Newark, and we're flying bigger airplanes. Used to be all the airplanes flying out of Terminal A were itty bitty regional jets. Customers do like the bigger airplanes better, but it means they're more spread out around the airport.
Hey, Scott, it's Phil again. It's been about a month since you guys instituted WILMA, the new boarding process, window, middle, aisle. Have you guys been able to document if the boarding times are any faster, or is it not enough time that since you put the process in place?
It's going to be. I think it's going to be actually, honestly, hard to measure it because we're trying to save a minute, and it's a little hard to suss that out of the data sometimes. But to me, the amazing thing about this is we viewed this as a kind of normal course of business. You try to make things a little better, but the amount of interest that it has created is indicative of our brand and what people think about airlines. I mean, we're a part of the biggest moments, the most important moments in their life, and it makes it a story, bigger story than we honestly thought it would be. But we're trying to do everything to run a better operation. The numbers just keep getting better and better. We had our highest NPS scores that we've ever had over Thanksgiving, even though it's busy. And so we're feeling really, really good about everything we're doing at United. That's just one more example.